Welcome everyone to Movie Trivia Under the Lights. I'm your host as always, Alex Elmer. Joined by me is Big J from Agnolo. Folks, it's time. We're at the end of round 2 of the Singles Film Trivia Clash Tournament, and today we have our most anticipated of our 8 matches in this round, as well as perhaps the entire tournament. We have Jacob, the Package Cunningham, the number 8 seed, going against Tyler Bad News Banark, the number 9 seed of Jacob of the Five Finger Men, and Tyler of the Cinephiles in Paradise. Agnolo, how are you doing today, and what are you expecting from this really close 8v9 match?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Really been enjoying these matches. You guys know I'm a Cinema Wars guy, but these matches have been amazing. And today, like you said, Tyler, I think he's a fan favorite by everyone. Yeah. Such a nice guy. Jacob, also really nice guy. So I think it's going to be today. It's going to be about who wants it more, who's able to go for the jugular and be a little bit more ruthless. I think that's going to make a big difference between these two guys.
Yeah, and who wants it more? That says a lot because both these players, we know them kind of behind the scenes, want it a lot. These are two of the most passionate players in the league, and that makes it even more kind of, I think, makes them kind of sweat even more because I think both of the players, I think we can agree, have kind of underwhelmed this season. I mean, we can start with Jacob. What are your thoughts on his performance so far this season?
Yeah, like we've talked before, it's always a question of luck also. If he gets the right things, if he gets the right kind of A24 or World Cinema, he can really run with it. But this couple of matches is not gone his way. So he can do a lot better. We've seen him do a lot better.
Yeah, I mean, he's struggled recently. Him and Gull made it to the finals of the duos tournament. They lost that one, they won that one, and then they lost the duos championship match against Hunter and Dave, in which Jacob was the one who missed that 2-point question, which would have put them over the top and gained them kind of their first titles. And then he lost to Gil as well in singles. Tyler, on the other hand, why do you think he struggled recently?
I think with Tyler, it's always if he gets nervous, or sometimes I think he's such a nice guy that he doesn't have that killer instinct. And I think he needs to have more of that. He really works hard for this. We all know. He practices, he studies for this. So I think it's just a matter of time. And if he starts getting off his head, getting more concentrated on it, and I think he can really go far on this.
Yeah, and as well as that, his stats aren't too bad. His first round average, over 4.5, that's very good. You see that direct round steal conversion rate, not too shabby either. He does struggle in that actor round, however. But I think Tyler has, from when he kind of began in the league, first doing trivia, through season 2, I think he's really progressed. I just think this season has been kind of a step down for him. So I think that makes it kind of extra kind of meaningful for him to win this match as well. And then when we look at the bracket, this is the last match in round 2 of the Singles Film Trivia Clash Tournament. We've had 7 great matches in this round so far. We saved this one for last because it is the most anticipated, because these are 2 of the most kind of revered players in the league, and because 8v9 matchup on Agnolo, this is the closest in terms of seeding that we have in the tournament. And the winner of this match will go on to the dreaded opponent of Merc with the Movies, of Cinephiles in Paradise, the number 1 seed.
Yeah, and another thing is, if Tyler wins today, the Cinephiles in Paradise have a sure bet that they will get someone to the next round, because they're going to be facing it against each other. So it is a big match also to the Cinephiles in Paradise here.
Going to be a fun one. These are 2 great guys, great competitors, and I think I can speak for Agnolo and myself when I say we cannot wait to get this started. But before we do that, Agnolo, what can everyone do at home?
So you can follow, you can subscribe to the channel. Make sure you don't miss anything. Just hit the bell. There's a lot of fun stuff that you guys don't want to miss.
First, into the arena, the number 9 seed representing the Cinephiles in Paradise, with a singles record of 4-5, Tyler Bad News Banark.
Oh, what's up, guys? I was doing some little in nose out the mouth before this matchup started here. Yeah, how you guys doing?
Doing good. Tyler, last time we saw you, you didn't have such a great match in singles against Kurt in Toronto. How are you looking to get back kind of in the winning column today and progress to the next round of the tournament like you did last season?
Yeah, I know. I mean, I've had a lot of time to prepare for this. Of course, a couple months ago, I had that match against Merck with Gil and Ryan. And that really made me down. But I think that grace period I had these past couple months has really helped me out a lot. Jacob's a great guy. He's someone I'm kind of interested. I'm kind of curious to see how I'd face off against him. And I admire him, but at the same time, he's got that twink of a faction leader. So I mean, let's see how this day turns out.
And his opponent, the number 8 seed, representing the 5 Angry Men with a singles record of 2-2, Jacob the Package Cunningham.
Thanks for bringing up that 2-point question I missed in the title match, Elmer. Really didn't need to get in my own head anymore today. I'm really excited for this one. I've said before, Tyler's someone I've always wanted to play in the league. I've played him and Merck in teams, but singles hasn't really gone my way. I mean, the last singles win I had was in last year's tournament, I think, against Sean. I've only played one singles match this season, but it was not a very good one. So I'm really excited to see how we go in this one. And Tyler, I think we've both prepared hard for this because I think this match is our finals, Tyler. Because let's be real, I don't know if either one of us is getting past your teammate.
Yeah.
You heard it right here. This is basically the finals of the tournament, folks. Don't even need to watch the rest of the matches.
We're giving everything.
This is it. We should get this going. Round 1, 8 questions, 15 seconds per question. Competitors must write down their answers legibly and completely, 1 point for each correct answer. Competitors have 3 repeats and 1 challenge to use over the course of the match. If a competitor goes perfect in the first round, they will get the honorary Homer bonus question for a potential 9th point.
Jacob, are you ready?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Tyler, you ready?
Jacob, may best man win. Let's bring it on.
Then let's get ready to clash. I'll get you started with the first question. The Martin McDonagh film In Bruges was nominated for one Oscar in what category? Impressive on your list. They started writing at the same time. Damn,
love
Jacob's
this movie.
Writing an entire essay down there.
Hope they get it right.
3, 2, 1. That's time. Jacob.
Best original screenplay.
And Tyler.
I'll concur. Best original screenplay.
Is best original screenplay. We start off 1-1.
It's one of my top 10 favorite movies. I would hope I get that one.
All right. Question number 2. Agnolo, take it away.
In what classic film will you find the characters of Captain Louis Renault, Victor Laszlo, and Isla Lund?
That Victor Laszlo rings a bell.
Good to hear. A bell has been rung.
Let's hope it's the right one.
I know. 3, 2, 1. That's time. Tyler, pins down. Agnolo.
Okay, let's start with Jacob.
I'm going to guess Notorious.
Notorious. And how about Tyler?
I just wrote the first thing coming to mind, Treasure Sierra Madre.
And there's not going to be any perfect rounds because it was Casablanca.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, oh my gosh. Notorious.
I haven't seen that in about 10 years.
The Notorious has Ingrid Bergman in it. Treasure Sierra Madre has Humphrey Bogart in it. So you basically got the 2 leads, but the different movies.
I don't know. It was so Lund sounded like a character she would play, so I just went with that.
All right.
I knew that Victor Laszlo sounded familiar.
No perfect rounds. Third question. Who plays the titular character in Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris? I haven't seen, Agnolo,
yeah, you're speaking my language, guys.
When I first saw the trailer and poster of this movie, I thought it was a spin-off of The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. No joke.
Similar.
Yeah, they are very...
From Elmer for sure.
3, 2, 1.
Very
That's time.
similar.
Tyler?
Not sure this is it, but I believe it's Sally Hawkins. That's my guess.
Jacob?
It's my favorite actress. It's not her. It's Leslie Manville.
It is Leslie Manville. Jacob, first blood has been struck.
I love British grandma cinema.
Agnolo, take it away for the fourth question.
The Simpsons received their first and only film in what year?
Oh, shit.
Like, we need another one.
We do. I'm surprised we haven't got one. 16
Yeah, like
years.
they do so much.
3, 2, 1. That's
Yeah,
time.
that's wrong.
Okay. Like I'm gonna ask Jacob, but then Jacob, can you?
2006.
Okay. Okay. Tyler.
Jacob, you were 1 year off. It's 2007.
Well, I'm glad this happened because Alex just said it's been 16 years. So if
Oh
you're
my
good
god!
at
I
math,
totally
if you're good at
forgot.
that's why I froze. Because then, like, Jacob started writing, and I was like, "Oh shit!" But he got it
No, I
wrong
was just concentrating on thinking of it. I wasn't even listening to you.
because I didn't know what to say here.
You were delayed to asking. Oh my god! All right,
Challenge.
my bad.
Helmet gave away the answer. No, whatever.
Tyler
You know,
wrote it
too.
before he gave away the answer, so
Yeah,
if
no,
it was you, it'd be a problem, not Tyler.
All right.
Like
tie
I
game.
said, it's been 16 years. I'm like, oh shit,
I
I
know,
hope
I
Jacob's
saw
not
you
good at
freak- I
math.
thought-
I
was like,
I did not even hear that. Like,
all right. 5th question. The realm of Azeroth is on the brink of war as its civilization faces a fearsome race of orc invaders fleeing their dying home, colonize another. In what fantasy film? I won't give away the answer to this one.
why not?
My bad.
Well, it's all good.
3, 2, 1. That's time. Tyler.
I think it's is it Warcraft?
Jacob.
Warcraft.
Warcraft is correct. Masterpiece.
I hate
3
round
all.
one so much.
It's so bad. 3 all. Agnolo?
Yeah, let's go. What MCU director helmed the Brie Larson drama Short Term 12? I wasn't even finished. They were writing, so
I know. They're both writing at the
I know
same
this.
time for a lot of these questions, Agnolo. Both on similar wavelengths. 3, 2, 1. That's time.
let's go first to Tyler.
I got a Daniel Destin Cretin.
Okay, let's go to Jacob.
It's Destin Daniel Cretin.
And Jacob got it right because that's the right order. It was very
Yes.
close.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm sorry, Tyler, but it is Destin Daniel Cretin.
It's fine. I mean, I remember Toronto. I said Johnny for Johnny Galakian, but I wasn't super confident in that either. But
All right, question number 7. Although it's mostly known for its modern TV adaptation, 1973's Westworld has a little-known sequel called what? It's shocking that this exists, Agnolo.
Yeah.
Have you seen
And
the
I-
original?
Yes, that's what I was gonna say. It's more shocking because I
Yeah.
saw the original.
3, 2, 1. That's time. Jacob.
It's Eastworld, of course.
Tyler.
nothing.
I love the homage to Clint Eastwood. However, it was not that. We were looking for Future World.
Oh.
Yeah.
So all keeps the same.
more you know.
Jacob is in the lead by 1. Let's go for the last question. In what French city does Mr. Bean go on holiday in Mr. Bean's Holiday?
Well, it kind of goes everywhere.
No,
We're
but
talking
what's the
initial-
final destination?
Yeah.
The final or initial destination?
Initial. It's the initial. Sorry.
It's,
I mean, it's a repeat.
2, 1.
Tyler used a repeat. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the initial. 3, 2, 1. That's time.
okay, so let's go to Tyler.
So I was back between Paris and Niche or Nice, and I went with Niche, Nice, however you pronounce it.
Okay, Jacob.
Oh, I went with Paris, the default answer.
And you're both incorrect. It's Cunns.
Oh, I thought that was just where they end the film. See, that was what I was gonna write. But
You can challenge if you'd like. All right.
Well, I know it's where they ended the film. I just do not know if that was the initial destination.
Yeah.
But
The initial in the synopsis of the film, and if you look up the question, it says he wins a trip to Cannes.
okay, yep.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's that he's intending to go there. If he goes to any other location, it wouldn't technically be him going on vacation. It would be him just
okay.
just randomly traveling.
Bumbling around France.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So on YOLO, after the first round, low scoring ball game.
Yeah, we have Jacob in the lead by 1, and it's 3-4.
All right.
Still much better than my usual first round average.
All right. So Jacob apparently going higher, Tyler going lower. So a bunch of fun stuff happening today as we head down
Still time to go.
round two. Round 2, the picture round. Each player must identify the name of the actor from the picture provided. There will be 3 pictures for each player. Each question is worth the number of points it is in the sequence, from 1 to 3 for each player. Jacob, you are in the lead. Go first or defer?
I'll go first.
Oh.
Kyle Chandler.
And that's correct for 1 point.
Oh boy.
2-point lead.
Okay, let's go to Tyler. 1 point question.
It's James Marsden.
And that's correct. And it's like 1 point game again.
Back and forth.
Okay, for the 2 points now for Jacob.
Damn you.
Oh, he looks so familiar.
Three, 2, 1. That's
I don't know
time.
it.
And that's Daniel Stern.
Oh,
Okay,
from
I've not gotten that.
Home Alone, a
from
Rookie of
Home
the
Alone.
Year.
Yes, exactly. Okay, let's go to
I knew
Tyler.
it.
Tyler can take the lead now for the, I don't know if it's the first time, but he can take the lead now.
Oh, he looks like Carl Weathers messed with Billy D. Williams for some reason.
What? 3,
I don't know,
2,
Carl Weathers.
1.
And Tyler does not take the lead. It's Ernie Hudson.
I should have gone second.
Ernie who?
Hudson.
Ernie Hudson.
Ghostbusters.
Let's go to the 3rd round. 3 points now for Jacob.
Oh,
No, I think I've missed about 1 actor in the last 4 matches I've watched, and now I don't know 2 of mine.
3, 2,
Repeat.
1.
Okay, Alex.
Man.
Oh, it's a repeat.
yeah, he's
Yeah,
repeat.
repeated. He looks kind of familiar.
3, 2, 1. That's time.
Don't know.
Okay, Alex, I'm assuming the names are not
Oh,
correct in the
Okay.
back.
Okay. Okay then. All right. We were looking for Jack Palance was the correct answer.
Okay.
Jack
Oh, what-
Palance.
Where have I heard him from? I heard that name's
He
familiar.
won an Oscar for City Slickers. He was in
That's
Batman.
Okay,
And
that's where I heard
Shane,
him
I
before.
think.
Okay, so let's go to the last one, Tyler. And Tyler can take the lead with this one.
Mm. No idea. I'm just gonna. I don't know why the name Olivia de Havilland sounds very familiar, so I'm just. It's probably wrong, but I'll just say Olivia de Havilland.
And yes, you are right. That is wrong. It's Ann Baxter.
So at the end of the round in YOLO, pretty similar game.
Yeah,
Yep.
it just went up 1. Like, still the same difference, but hey, slow and steady, guys. Slow and steady.
Each competitor will have 4 questions which are all worth 2 points. The questions will all correlate with one specific category that will be assigned to them via the Wheel of Truth. If a competitor doesn't like the first category they spin onto, they can choose to spin again. In this case, they must stick to that second category that spun. In this round, a competitor can choose to go to multiple choice on their questions. If they do this, the correct answer will only be worth 1 point. If a competitor guesses a question incorrectly, their opponent has a chance to steal for that many points. When stealing, a competitor cannot go to multiple choice unless the player they're stealing from have already done so. If a competitor lands on a wildcard slice, they can choose to spin again on that first spin, but must stick with the category in the second spin. A wildcard slice can either be spinner's choice, opponent's choice, or question from a random actor's filmography.
Okay, so we have Blumhouse, Mafia, Margot Robbie, a lot of spin agains, Audrey Hepburn, Spider-Man, Wildcard 1, Classics, 2010s, Cornetto Crew, that is hard to read upside down, Christmas movies, Wildcard 2, Clint Eastwood.
Stardust Family.
Yeah, okay, that one. Like Disney, Wildcard 3. God, it's hard to read upside down.
Jacob, spin first or defer?
I'll defer.
Okay.
Tyler's first spin. Big one here. A lot of fun categories on wheel today that we should be able to see on this spin.
No,
Ooh,
his
Audrey
favorite
Hepburn.
one.
Spin again.
He doesn't want Audrey Hepburn.
I'm sorry, Tiz,
Good
but
thingy. Jacob, regretting decision to not spin.
Yep.
And
damn
it!
Spider-Man. Spider-Man is the slice.
I know he picked this.
yep.
from the
And I
polar
recently just
opposite?
rewatched the Raimi trilogy and the Amazing Spider-Man. So let's see how this
Yep,
goes.
I saw you rewatch those, and I'm like, yeah, he's putting that on the wheel, isn't he?
All right, Jacob, here you go. Oh,
I'll take it.
and wow. Okay, you get to freeze another spin. Spider-Man's in fashion nowadays, it seems. Oh, whoa! This is huge.
All right, let's do this.
He's gotten the Cornetto Crew.
Fun fact, I've lost every time I've spun this.
All right, Tyler, you spun the category of Spider-Man. Are you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
All right, first question. Peter studies at what college in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy?
It's Columbia University.
That is correct for 2 points.
Okay.
Didn't have to take much time there. Tyler in the lead. Second question. What is the name of the pizza restaurant that Peter is working at in Spider-Man 2?
Ooh, I have an idea of it, but I'm gonna go multiple choice because I want to make sure I get the wording right.
Is it A, Joe's Pizza, B, Pizza by Antonio, C, New York Slice, or D, Pizza Warehouse?
A, just pizza.
Yes, that's correct. Love those options, though. Pizza by Antonio sounds really delish, if you ask me. 1 point. Your third question. Who kills Chris Pine's Spider-Man in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse?
That would be the Green Goblin. Did you want a specific which one between Norman and Harry, or just Green Goblin? Is that good enough?
That's fine.
Okay.
That is incorrect.
Wait, what?
Jacob with the steal opportunity.
Oh, okay. I thought.
Oh my gosh.
I wish you went multiple now.
Oh, I know it now. Oh.
3, 2, 1. That's
Kingpin.
time. That is correct for 2
Oh.
points.
What?
Right at the buzzer. Jacob gets it. Anyola, we've
All
seen
right.
2-point steals change games before. And by that's 2 points, not one.
Yeah,
because
sorry.
But
You didn't
Anyola,
go-
that could be the ultimate, like the biggest moment we've had in this match so far.
Yeah, it's just tied the game, and he still has all his questions
Yeah.
to go, but Tyler still has a few more.
Yep.
One more
question.
at least.
Fourth and final question. Who says the famous line, with great power, there must also come great responsibility in Spider-Man No Way Home?
Is it Aunt May?
He rebounds. It is Aunt May. Tyler is up once again, 9-7.
Okay, Jacob, are you ready for your questions? Let's go to the deep dives. Sergeant Nicholas Angel, played by Simon Pegg, was stabbed in what part of his body by a criminal Santa Claus in Hot Fuzz?
Hand.
And it's correct. So that's 2 points. And Jacob ties the game again.
Hello, Nicholas. How's the hand?
Okay, let's go to the second question. The Cornetto trilogy was concluded with World's End how many years after it started?
Just making sure my mathematics are correct. 9 years.
And 9 is correct. So that's 2 points and the leads. So Jacob has 11 against Tyler's 9. Okay. Let's go to the third question. In the Chronicles of Narnia, The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, Simon Pegg voices oh my god, Ripper who is what kind of animal? My god.
Multiple choice.
So multiple choice. A beaver, B, a donkey, C, a unicorn, D, a mouse.
Reaper cheap. I don't even know if there are any clues in that name.
Three,
unicorn.
2, 1.
C, unicorn. It's incorrect, and I think Tyler knows this answer.
Yes, I do. It's D, mouse.
And that's correct for the big Narnia fan here.
The first one came out on my birthday. Is the first movie I remember seeing in theaters. So I mean,
that's pretty exciting.
I love the first
Okay,
one.
so-
Never saw the second two.
So Tyler makes things a little bit closer.
Yeah.
Just 1 point now. Let's see if the last question can tie the game or make Jacob have more leads. Let's go.
Oop.
In Scott Pilgrim vs. the World,
shit.
Ramona Flowers has moved to Toronto from what American city?
Oh no! I never thought you'd trip me up on a Scott Pilgrim question. I don't know if I know this. And it looks like Tyler does, so I'm gonna go multiple.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I think he does.
I have a strong feeling of what it could be.
So we go into
Nobody
multiple
knows.
choice. A, San Francisco. B, Kansas City. C, Philadelphia. D, New York.
Three, 2,
New York.
1.
And in the last second, Jacob got it right. It's New
That's
York.
huge. I know, because if we didn't get that right, Tyler would have had the chance to tie the game.
Exactly. So now we go to the last one, to the last part of the game with the 2 leads by Jacob.
12-10. Agnolo, really strategic last round there, with possibly Tyler's Wilson Fisk kind of Gree Goblin with that 2-point steal being the ultimate decider, with it now Jacob be winning by 2 points right now. Clint Eastwood round, final round. Competitors will choose 3 numbers that will all correlate to 3 directors that their questions will be related to. Competitors will receive a 2, a 3, and a 5-point question. With the numbers they choose correlating to 3 directors, competitors will choose which of the 3 directors they've randomly received correlate to each of their 3 questions. Whoever has the most points at the end of this round will be declared the winner. If there's a tie in this round, we will go into overtime. After the competitors chose both their 3 numbers from 1 to 16, Tyler chose 15, 5, and 3. His 2-pointer will be in the realm of Tony Scott, his 3 in the realm of the Coen brothers, and his 5 in the realm of Damien Chazelle. Jacob chose 2, 8, and 11. His 2-pointer will be in the realm of Nora Ephron, his 3 in the realm of David Fincher, and his 5 in the realm of Kenneth Branagh. Tyler, we will get started with you first. Number 15, Tony Scott. If you answer this correctly, you will tie the game. If you miss, you'll have to go again with your 3 to potentially take the lead over Jacob.
Okay.
Your question, you have 3 repeats remaining.
That was 2.
Okay, you have 2 repeats remaining
Yeah, 3 repeats. Yep.
to tie the game. Crimson Tide takes place on what type of vehicle?
Ooh. Crimson Tide. I'm just gonna guess just basically off the name, but I'm gonna say a boat.
Boat is incorrect. We were looking for a submarine was the correct answer. close there, but submarine. So we get one step closer now. So Tyler now must answer his three-pointer, this to take the lead. He said number 3, the Coen brothers. So this is your three-pointer to take the lead over Jacob and force him to answer some questions.
Okay.
Here you go. As of 2023, what is the most recent Best Picture nomination for a Coen brothers directed film?
Okay, so
Three,
repeat.
2, 1.
You say you're looking for the last film that was nominated for Best Picture?
Correct, that they directed.
Right. They directed. Okay. Sean Dark, I'm gonna say True Grit.
He says True Grit, and he is correct for 3 points. Tyler takes the lead, 13-12,
Okay.
forcing Jacob to answer some questions. Big answer there on YOLO.
Yeah. So Tyler's in the front, and let's see how Jacob does.
Jacob, for your two-pointer, this to take back the lead from Tyler and force him to answer his 5. You said number 8, Nora Ephron. What biopic from 2009 was Nora Ephron's final film?
No idea. Is it a biopic? Did she direct it?
3, 2, 1.
Julie and Julia?
Last second, and that is correct for 2
Oh, shit.
points. Jacob, another last second question on YOLO. He takes back the lead, and that's big because now, if Tyler does not answer his 5-point question correctly, Jacob will win the match and move on to the Elite 8. But Tyler has chosen
Chazelle, though.
the director number 5, Damien Chazelle,
All right,
is for the lead. 1 repeat remaining.
Yep.
In Whiplash, what famous drummer did Andrew say was his idol?
Charlie Parker.
And your winner!
Wait, hold on. I think I want to challenge that.
Package Cunningham.
I thought it was Charlie
he had
Parker.
Buddy Rich written down.
Yeah. I mean,
Tyler
Tark
would like to
can challenge,
challenge.
but I think he does have Buddy Rich posters in his room, and it's more Fletcher who brings up Charlie Parker now that I think of it. But
Tyler.
sorry, that was a weird win reaction, but I
Tyler,
thought that was the answer. I was expecting that.
He's right in the he wants a challenge, folks. So sorry for the formality. I had to say in your winner. We had Buddy Rich written down. We will now go to the official challenge and be back to you once we've made a final decision. All right, folks, we are back from the challenge, and we can officially now announce that Jacob the Package Cunningham will be moving on to the next round. A score 14-13 in his favor. We were looking for Buddy Rich, which, after further research, is indeed the correct answer. Tyler said Charlie Parker, which was close. However, it is Buddy Rich. Jacob, very close match. Back and forth as you can imagine from an 8v9 match like this. What are your thoughts coming out of it as the victor?
Look, sometimes you have to win ugly. There was nothing pretty about any round of that match. I struggled in round 1 again. I missed 2 actors that, look, I would never have gotten those, but had I gone second, I would have gotten all 3 and it wouldn't have even been this close. But round 2 was an arm wrestle. Round 3, I got 2 directors I didn't like, so I kind of banked on getting the first 2 and hoped Tyler wouldn't make it to his 5, and that paid off. But Chazelle, like I know Tyler knows his Chazelle, and that was a tricky question. I've lost a match too on a Charlie Parker related 5-pointer, and it still haunts me. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about that one. It feels great to win again. It's been a while since I've won, not since that tournament final. But it is a weird feeling because it was such a close match and it really could have gone either way. And
Anyola, what does Jacob have moving forward for him?
Well, we don't have to talk about that.
Yeah, so he's gonna have a big challenge here with Merc, and Merc is gonna try and get some revenge for Cinephiles in Paradise after Tyler, lost his game. So I think Jacob, you have a big match coming, so you better practice. These numbers you got today, you got today are not gonna be anything against Merc. So
Yeah, look,
you're gonna have to change.
these numbers would be probably a second round knockout against Merc, I think, or the third. All right, I'll get to the third. No, let's see. Yeah, I said at the start, or maybe we're not going to make it past Merc, but I'm going to damn well try. I'm going to study hard. I'm going to watch some movies. Merc and I could play 10 times and he'll win 9 of them. I just got to hope we get the one where I get the questions I like. And again, I know I can go with him on my day. That we beat them in duos, and I feel like I sort of like I hit some really big questions in that match. So like I know I've got it in me. It just has not been clicking the last few matches. So I'm not going to say I'm going to beat Merc, but I'm going to give it a shot, and it might be as close as I get to playing a champion, because that dude is a champion in my eyes, and he's also someone in the league that I really respect and talk to a lot, and it's just going to be really fun duking it out with him.
There's been some upsets, so you can always count it. There's going to be some upsets, and Jacob, you can be the one that brings Merc down.
You'd need to invent a new word more powerful than upset for that, I reckon. But, I'm excited, Jacob, and I'm going to study hard.
We'll see you in the next round. Perhaps you can talk about that 5-pointer where you feel like kind of it was a tricky question, and I know it hurts, especially with it being Chazelle, but were there any other moments in the match where you feel like you kind of were not in your element a bit?
Yeah, no, the Spider-Verse question I should have stopped to think about, but I didn't. The Chazelle question, I mean, I should have stopped thinking about that too. But I looked at him out, and Charlie Parker's a saxophonist, not a drummer. And I think that says a lot, because I mean, I Whiplash was one of my favorite movies, and if I didn't get a 5-point question about it right, that probably says a lot about how bad it looks on me. But no, I'm not beating myself up like I was against Gil and Ryan. Like, it's just not been my season. I'll admit that. I'm not beating myself up over this matchup. If I'm going to beat myself up over anything in this, is those 2 questions, which, it makes sense. But I got nothing against Jacob. He's a great guy. It just sucks to lose. Who knows what I have in store, but we have in store for the future. But, I feel like, something's got to change. And I think it's time I start, acting on that.
We are done with round 3 of the tournament. And I think we mentioned this in pregame. It was those moments, I think, where Tyler was getting in his head in this match where he lost it today.
Yeah, like I feel for him, because it's that kind of question when it's like your favorite director, your favorite movie, and you just so sure. He didn't even thought about it. It just went. And I think that was the issue. He was so confident on that answer that he didn't even stop for a second to think. And it just gets to you. And I think this is where the more experienced players, even when they are so sure, being the last question, having repeats, they just keep thinking, is this the right question or not? And I think that's something that will not happen to Tyler again.
Yeah, and something to also keep in mind, Yolo, is that you mentioned how Tyler was kind of quick to a lot of those answers without thinking. You saw a number of moments in this match where Jacob thought mate to the last second of a lot of these questions. You saw it with that 2-pointer. You saw it with that New York City question in round 3 where he thought through them. He took all of his time that was at his disposal, and he eventually was able to get them right in a 1-point game like this. A lot of those moments are going to be the difference. And so I think Jacob thinking through the game, strategizing a bit more, as well as some of the other questions kind of going in his favor, I think that really helped him out today. That means the second round of the tournament has concluded. We have our Elite 8. Jacob the Package Cunningham has clinched the final spot. He will go on to face Merc with the movies. Five Angry Men now have 2 players in the next round. We will see you all next week with the first match of that Elite 8. If you haven't already, guys, like the video, subscribe, hit that bell icon so you're notified whenever we drop videos like this, Cinemores, Director Showcase, all episodes like that. Thank you to Anyolo, my co-host, Jacob, Tyler, and for everyone else at the League of Cinephiles. Everyone, thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Ciao.